Everybody, it's Topwater Johnny, and in this lure review, I'll be reviewing the Japanese lure, the Evergreen DP-68, with the cup mouth to make that popping noise. Let's check it out. Whoa, there we go. Yeah! Woo, holy cow, folks. Topwater Johnny here, man. This is what we came here for. Look at that. Get back here. Look at that right there. That's the kind of beast that we came here for. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny. Look at that beast right there, baby. I think I won the tournament with that one right there. I am the one with this one. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny here. Want to welcome you to my next lure review. And in this lure review, we're going to be reviewing the Evergreen OB Popper. This one right here is also got another name. It is the Evergreen One Bug Popper number 68. So what we're going to do here in this review is we're going to go ahead and do a closer look of this popper. And then after we do our closer look, I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. Then we're going to take it out, do some testing, do some fishing, and then we'll close out the video. So once again, let's go ahead and take our closer look. Okay, here we are to take our closer look at the Evergreen OB-68 Popper. And this particular one is in what they call the magic gill right here. It is 2 3/4 in length. It is 3/8 ounce popper. It comes with the feather tail in the back, treble hook in the front. These hooks actually on here are actually number 6 hooks right here. As you can see from the detail here, it's got the 3D eye. It's got the huge popper in the front. It comes with its own little link there to attach to your line. It is, as you can see, this is the magic gill, so you can actually see the BBs inside of there. And there's actually 4 types of rattles in this chamber. There's a tungsten rattle, brass, steel, and it's banging against glass. As you can see, the ID is right there. On the bottom, got the bluegill on the bottom here. Lots of rattle noises inside of it. And this right here is just a fun lure to throw. So what I wanted to do was get you in close to checking this one out here. And it comes with the feather tail in the back. So this comes along with the item when you buy the lure. So once again, this is the Evergreen OB Popper and the number 68. And the price on this one runs $16.99. And if you decide to get it through Tackle Warehouse, you're going to get a different color version of this same one for $15.99. So let's go back and close out my thoughts on this particular lure. Okay, we're back now, and we had a closer look at the Evergreen OB-68. Now, one of the things that I want to talk to you about here, just kind of giving you some more thoughts about this lure right here, is that the OB-68, this lure that I have, actually I got off of eBay. And so this is a very particular model. Because it's off of eBay, it's like called the OB-68 277 on eBay. So when you're on eBay, if you look for it, if you wanted to buy it there, you're still going to do Evergreen Popper, but OB-68 277. I just wanted to make sure, got my notes, and on there it runs $16.99 for this particular one. On Tackle Warehouse, there's still the same model, but it's just in different colors. And Tackle Warehouse has theirs running for $15.99. Also in the video, I better put on my glasses because I didn't see it clearly, but on here, it clearly says on here, if you can see that, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it actually says OB, and in the video I say DB, but it's actually OB-68. And also on Tackle Warehouse, this lure has the name One Bug associated with it. So it'll be Evergreen One Bug Popper 68, and you should be able to find it that way. Or it'll have a different number there, but it'll have One Bug as its name for it as well. One of the things also that I want to talk to you about, just kind of giving you specs, is how big that popper face right there is. This chugs a lot of water, and that's really what it's known for, is its ability to chug a lot of water, and also its ability to walk the dog. And really, when you think about walking the dog, I want you to think about walking the dog in the context of sitting still. When you pop it, this one goes right and left, but it really sits in that one spot, really stationary, to really annoy those fish. Now, you're probably also asking yourself, there are so many poppers in the marketplace. What makes this one better than other ones? Well, really, all poppers do the same thing, but construction and how it is constructed and how it's built. Like, I'll give you an example. This popper right here is a very cheap popper. The hooks are cheap. The actual design isn't that great. The cup isn't that really that special. And this is a cheaper lure. Now, it will pop on the pop, but it doesn't do everything that it needs to in the sense of like on the water. But it is a popper. I've got a micro popper right here. This little popper right here has caught fish for me before, but it doesn't do everything that I need it to do. It's a lot cheaper as well. And then, of course, I want to show you this popper. This is my Pop Max from Mega Bass right here. I put on there a trapper hook, put a feather on the back. This right here is an awesome lure that pops water. And as you can see, it has ventilation right there where the water goes through. This one also moves a lot of water. This one really is great when you're trying to move it across that water. Does a great walk the dog as well. But this particular one just chugs more water going forward. Notice there's no gills, no gill slits in there. So it's pushing a lot more water. So this really is showcasing a fleeing shad or fish on top that's making a lot of ruckus. Also, as you can see, has the feathered tail in the back here. So what I would just tell everybody is that this popper is really a special type of popper, and it will work for you. And it's at that kind of price range where if you're really saying, you know what, I want to get a really good popper, because the Pop Max, you're going to spend over $20 for this one right here. And these right here are definitely less than $10, a lot cheaper. But if you want that middle of the road popper, then this is going to be that kind of popper that allows you to walk the dog, it allows you to chug that water and really get noticed. Also, as I mentioned before, has a lot of unique internal features to it. It has tungsten in it, tungsten steel in it. It has brass in it. It has also glass, because it's kind of glass, so it makes all of these noises in the water and really gets noticed. So I want to make sure that I didn't forget anything here. Nope, I didn't forget anything. I want to make sure, because I always want to give you the best information that I can for this. I wanted to tell you where you could get it. I also want to tell you what it makes it so unique and special. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go out to the water, we're going to do some tests, then you're going to actually watch me fish with the actual lure in a setting and watch me put it to work on a bass. So I want you to see all of these things here. Also, please like, subscribe to the channel. As always, I want to thank those that have subscribed, those that are just finding me. Welcome. Subscribe to the channel, because we're always trying to do something unique and special. Today is our review. Next week, as always, we always do a fishing session, a review session, a fishing session, review session. That's how it works here on this channel, because I want to give you the best of both worlds here. So thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny, and we are out at the lake here to do our test on the Evergreen OB-68. So we're going to go ahead and get it out here and get started. As you can see, the water's pretty calm. And because that water's calm, that should give us some really good action on the water so that you can see it in action and really see how it moves and how it works. So let's go ahead and start it up. All right. All right, here is our Evergreen OB-68 popper. And we're just going to put it out there and see what happens. And just go ahead and do our testing on it. All right. And first off, just so you know, I've got this on my 7-foot spinning tackle. It's got 8-pound braid on it. So this thing will definitely cast really well. It gets out there. And you can see it out there. One of the things that I can already tell you about this is this popper actually leans backwards. So you see that round orange cup mouth really up front. You can see it clearly. So when you're bringing this in, you won't have to worry about seeing that popper, because it's got an orange popper mouth, and it goes right to left, right to left. And it is actually, it moves a lot of water because the cut mouth is actually so big, and it makes a real loud plopping noise. So it does a really good for as a plopper, not as a plopper, but as a popper. It does a really good walk the dog, which makes that really impressive with it as well. And then I will bring it in closer here so that you can see it. As you can see how it sits in the water column there, it's heavy on the backside, but it's got that orange cut mouth, so you'll see this even in dark stained water. You'll be able to see it clearly. And it really sits up, like I said, it sits up, that orange piece sits up high in the water column. Okay. You get really good casting with it, for sure. And it throws a lot of water because of that cut mouth. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see that, how it's spitting that water really high. And that's really good if you are trying to call those fish up and they're fleeing. You know, in other words, the bass are chasing fleeing fish. This one really does call them up good because of the nature of the size of that popper. It gives really good distance. You can get a lot of distance on it. And what I normally do, as I said before, is when I throw it out there, I let the circles dissipate. But once it hits, I tend to pop it and then let the circles dissipate, because I've had so many strikes when that lure hits the water, then I pop it once and I just freeze it. And it just triggers those bass. It'll trigger them. Moving a lot of water. Said before, makes a lot, because it's got rattles in it. It's got rattles in it as well, BBs in it that move back and forth. Got that you can already see, that bluegill bottom on the bottom of it right there. And feather tail, leans back, makes a lot of noise. We're gonna do this one more time here just so you can see it in action. And it is just, given the weight of the lure and the line, you can throw this a long way. Because you can throw it such a long way, you can pop it. And what I'm doing is I'm giving it some hard pops. Really trying to get noticed out there. And some poppers, you're not able to make this type of action, pop it really that aggressive. But this popper has such a wide cup in the front, you can move a lot of water. And if there's something out there that's kind of circling, it's going to pay attention to this. All right. All right, well, there you had it. This was the Evergreen DB. I just wanted to show it to you and give you a little bit of, just let you see what it looks like in the water and what it moves like. What we're going to do now, we're going to take it to the lake and we're going to go fishing with this, and really, you'll like what you see. But we're going to go fishing with it. Okay. There we go. Right on the fall. On the fall, everybody. Popper right on the fall. You got that one. Oh, woo. Oh my goodness, everybody. Right on the fall. I got that one. Look Look at that. On the popper. On this little bitty evergreen popper right here. We got him. Put him right there so you can see him. And he hit that right on the fall. Well, there he is, everybody. Right on the fall. I got him on this evergreen popper right here. So this is kind of a Japanese popper right here. And I got him. So that was good. All right, everybody. Topwater Johnny right here. Got this one on that little evergreen popper. So this is one. All right. Just showing you a new popper and what it can do. Okay, then. All right. Yep. Hey everybody, Topwater Johnny here. I hope you enjoyed this lure review here. In this review, you got a chance for us to have a little conversation. You got the chance to see a closer look. You saw me run some tests. And most important, you saw me take it out and fish with it and actually catch some fish. And that is really important here. No matter how much you look at a lure, you just don't know till you have a fish on the end of it how effective it's going to be. So I was so happy that I was able to get this lure out in the clip you saw and fish with it and have success with it. So that's really what this channel is all about. It's about fishing with topwater lures, unique, different topwater lures, but also sometimes some traditional ones, but getting them out, fishing with them so that you can see them and you can really determine, wow, if this lure makes sense for me in my tackle box or if this isn't the lure for me. So I'm just happy that I was able to put this together in this video so that you can see this very unique lure. Now, as I said before, this is the Evergreen OB-68, so it's a Japanese popper. As I said before, there are many poppers on the marketplace. I just happened to choose this one because I was also looking at some other lures under their same catalog, and I selected this one. So I definitely would say it's a great lure. I definitely would buy one because I think they're a great popper. But there are many poppers on the marketplace. But I definitely would say this is a buy if you are interested in a popper that spits a lot of water, has a lot of action to it, also walks the dog, is really out the box ready to go. If that's what you're looking for, then this is one you should consider. So once again, this is Topwater Johnny here. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been with me. Thank you to all those that are just joining me, and welcome to all those that have just found me. But once again, this is Topwater Johnny saying that phrase, keep your line tight, because when they hit those topwater lures, it's going to be a big bite. All right.